Hey, 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 top of the morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. You guys know what to do. If you're watching a live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. We're going to go into lesson 2 of our gratitude journal. And if you're here for the gratitude club, say hey. Okay. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, everything's in the description down below. It's where you can grab your gratitude journal. But if you don't have one, that's okay. Get a piece of paper and pen. This moment in time is about being intentional. It's about grounding yourself. It's about putting yourself first, putting your mindset first, in hopes that you grow into this better version of yourself. I started this journey for myself, and I'm showing up. One, accountability. Okay, because I'm a big recovering people pleaser. So if I show up for others, I'm more inclined to show up for myself. That's one of the main things too. By watching me, I'm hoping to inspire you, inspire others, inspire one person to do this for yourself. So in short, today we're talking about 2 of the most powerful words you will ever speak. Can you take a guess down in the comments? And while you are guessing, just letting you reframe, there is a playlist down below or somewhere around, or maybe towards the end, if you want to wait to the end of how we started this gratitude club and what it's all about. This is our weekly gratitude journal time where we slow down, reset our mind, and pour it into ourselves, right? So tell me where you're watching from. And if you haven't yet, tell me what are the 2 most powerful words that you will ever speak to yourself. I know you know it. All right. It is I am, right? As I transitioned into this phase in my life, going through grief, going through this caterpillar that I'm evolving to, I'm learning that sometimes we just have to keep things simple. It's the simplest things that bring us back to self, bring us back to center, right? Again, let us know where you're chiming in from so we can welcome you. So I am statement. I am. Why are those 2 most powerful things that you would say to yourself, right? In short, keeping it simple, words lead to identity, right? How we see ourselves, how we feel ourselves, how we look at others. Identity leads to actions, right? That's your words in movement. That's what actions. And then our actions, leads to our results, right? So one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. So the way we speak, the words we use, eventually give us the result that we want and we don't want. So it's very, very important how we choose to talk to ourselves, talk words we put out into the world, because ultimately they lead to the result that we want, that we're wanting or wishing we wanting, or to be honest, it's phases like results we don't want. So your brain believes what you repeat it, what you tell it every time. So every I am statement becomes a direction for your life. And so that's what this lesson 2 is in the journal, is all about our I am statements. So we're going to be basically brain dumping our I am statements. We'll be doing it together. And then we're going to come up with like a big core dominant I am statement. And these things are helpful because in lesson 1, we talked about our gratitude list, and we did the same thing. We pulled it to a core gratitude statement. Here we're going to do a core I am statement, because every time we read it, every time we see it, every time we write it, it grounds us and it projects us into the motivation, the alignment, the being that we want to be, and then we're more inclined to take action to be what we want to be, right? So your subconscious mind is always is listening without arguing. So here we're going to talk about mind shifting, and I want you to be open-minded, heart and soul, in terms of what I'm bringing to the table here, because it's a very important part in this journey of wherever you are in life. It's a very important part in terms of if you are choosing or wanting to evolve, if you're just frustrated with not necessarily life, just to explore your being with. And I'm not here to like put you more down add shame to your life, but that's just your future self, your inner empowered, uplifting, abundant. We're going to go into those words, right? Being trying to shake you, wake you up and say, come on, Michelle, come on. You were made in this world for a bigger purpose. You were not meant to be what you're doing to yourself right now. Okay. Because if you imagine life has been going on for millions and millions, thousands of years. I don't know what happened before my life. And guess what? When we pass, it's going to keep on going, right? It's going to keep on going. So we have this one glimmer, this speck of being right now. And let's make the best of it. Okay. Let's whatever the lessons, the blessings, whatever transitions we need to make for our spirit or for our time here, let's make it worthwhile. Okay. So these I am statements, they are simple, but yet they are very impactful. Okay. So that's my personal story. Okay. I've been on the online space for 10 plus years. I've been on this YouTube game for 8 years. And through this time, you've seen me rise, you've seen me fall, you see me rise, reaching, 6 figures in sales in my business. That's why I made my YouTube channel. But towards the end of my YouTube journey, and I'm revamping it right now, you saw me lost my mom. Literally, we were going live on Saturdays in the hospital bed, and I could not shake myself. And so I've been away from YouTube for 2 years, and here I am in 2026 trying to reclaim that. And that's where life is going to keep lifing, and I've been super vulnerable and sharing all my stories, and I'm ready to be back with you guys, because you love this energy. You love how I process things. You love my goal-oriented mindset, and you love how I'm always able to, through the rough, pick out that small glimmer of shiny hope and give it to you. That's one of my God-given gifts. That and being a nurse, my nurturing soul, is that I'm able to look when people talk to me. I'm able to listen actively, look from a bigger space, and say, like, no, this is not you. This is not meant for you. I see you do this. And so this is what we're going to do with the I am statements. I do this, and it has helped. And don't get me wrong, I don't wake up like, hi, I'm super bubbly, let's do it, life, you're amazing. I do have my bad moments. Yesterday was a bad moment. There was doubt. There was like, am I in the right place? Like, oh my gosh, like, why is this happening to me? I have those moments of doubt, but then I quickly turn it into because losing my mom has definitely shifted my mindset. Like, there's no time to doubt. There's no time to no time's not the right word. Like, there's not a moment I should spend wasting in doubt, wasting that energy, my mindset, my brain cells on doubt, because fulfilling my mom's legacy, living for my mom, and her hard work, her time here is spent. Now she's invested so much love, support, money, blood, sweat, and tears into me. Like, I'm not gonna just waste all that energy into doubting myself, because she made me, and she was an amazing woman, and I'm even an more amazing woman because of her. So these I am statements, we're going to go ahead and get shift to it. So that's where I am. And with this gratitude journal, this is one of the many things that I connect with people, with myself, because gifting is one of my love language, and making connections offline is my love language, and online is my love language. And so I've been using this gratitude journal with prompting, sending cards. And if you are here, I know there's one people, comment below if we have connected before or not, and I just might send you one. Okay. That's the whole point here. Like, eventually I will like gamify this and then start sending cards to those who are watching with me. All right. So let's go ahead and shift. Because I realized, like, during all what was going through, like, I wasn't just describing myself, like, I was defining it, right? So when I changed my identity with language as I was getting through my rough patch, I'm still grieving. Don't get me wrong. Grieving never leaves us. But I was definitely in a low space, and I'm now so, so thankful that I'm back in alignment, that my actions started aligning differently when I started to change my language, right? And here we go. So let's start journaling now. I know you have your piece of paper, pen by now after all that. And I just want you to sit here and just be more aware of like how you speak to yourself, okay? And because I said words lead into identity, identity leads into actions, and actions lead to results. So the way you speak to yourself, very, very important, because not only are you telling your subconscious that, but you're also putting it out there into the universe, to the world, and whatever being, spirit you believe in. Personally, I believe in God. It's not like he's going to give you that stuff, but then because you're so focused on the lack or the scarcity, you're going to be more open. Your eyes are going to be more open to see what you don't have, what you need. You're going to see like, oh, Jimmy over there has that, I don't have that. But then also God's given us the free will and the same eyes, soul, and heart to open to abundance, right? Jimmy has that. Oh, you know what? I can get that too for myself. But then I'm going to make it to where it aligns with me. I'm going to grab that. I have so many options here. To which path do I choose? Lord, lead me down the right path. Like, which one is it? Right? So when you constantly say like, I am tired, I have no time, right? The universe is going to give that to you. But what in reality, like, time is something that's man-made in a sense, like our time is like, it's forever moving. And so we all are given the same time. Like, my time here might be shorter than yours. My time here, when we call lifespan, might be longer than yours. So there is no time frame here. And instead, you should say like, I want to be more intentional with what I'm doing. Instead of saying I am tired, I'm learning to protect my energy, right? So let's go ahead and start writing our I am statements. I already told you that. So grab your piece of pen. I was giving you some time. So that you can do this. So when we're doing our I am statements, I want it to be like short and brief, a lot of emotions, okay? It could be of one of three categories. I encourage this. You don't have to stick to one. You don't have to do all three. Again, whatever flows on the paper is what coming through. I want you to do one with self-image, because let's be real, the way we see ourselves, it makes a huge impact on what we do every day, on how we see our future and how we see our past. So self-image is important. And I'm not just talking about, like what you look in the mirror, but more of like, I am confident. I am loved. Like, those are self-images, right? Because when I say that to myself, like, I know I'm loved. I have a beautiful family. I have, my dad's still around. I have siblings. I have coworkers, right? I am confident. I'm still working on that, but here I am showing up for you on live, on video, which some people, that's like a big, scary thing. So self-image, it doesn't necessarily mean like the physical self, but also, I mean, you can, if that's an important thing, but also the self that you are wanting or claiming for yourself, for who you want to be, right? So let's start journaling that. Like, what's step one is like awareness, always awareness. Like, what do you currently say about yourself? And like, what labels have you accepted? And then how can we reframe that, right? I gave you, hey, Nancy, how are you? See, Nancy from Ohio. Nancy, just because you showed up, I'm going to send you a beautiful card. It's been a minute. And I have one. I know. Okay. To Nancy. Nancy, I know you are a gift giver. That is one of our love language. And I'm so happy I created this gratitude club and come across these cards, because now I found something that I am like proud to gift. Okay. No, like not probably just aligns with who we are being. Like as you can see, I lit up because it's like meeting an old friend. So we're doing I am statements. Grab a pen if you haven't, and a paper, and let's start writing some. So I am statements can be present tense. Let's positive, identity focus. Bring some emotional beliefs in there. So I am confident. I am becoming disciplined. I am worthy of rest. I am building a life I love. All right. So I'm going to write a few statements. I'm going to read them out loud. Feel free to share your I am statements, especially if one really sticks out, because the pen to paper does something to your brain, but like for some people that's typing it as well. And a bonus point, when you put it out on a live or on the internet, like you are doing right now on YouTube, like that's a little piece of you is vulnerable, and also putting it out there into the world because you're actually sharing it with someone. Okay. You're sharing it with me. You're sharing with the universe and all those people who are who are watching the replay. And that's not to scare you, but it's also to make to show you how huge this moment can be for you. So if you are in this shifting phase or not, or just want to empower yourself where you are right now, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to do some I am statements. So I am loved. I am toned. I'm working on my health, right? Toned. And healthy is not, I am toned. Let's just say that. I am toned and flexible. That is what I am really working on, like the functional movement. I am no longer weighed down by money. Okay? No. I am I am, or is it I am? No. I am God, this is oh wow, this is stronger than this is difficult. Like why is this hard for me? And that's okay. I am learning. I am learning to love myself more deeply. And that's because I'm just hard on myself. That's what it is, okay? You guys are getting deep here. Okay. I am, what are some of the I am worthy of all the money that's flowing to me. A little bit of that. I'm scared of making too much. I already make too much in a good way, like according to other different standards. But I just did my taxes the other day, and I was telling my friend, or my accountant, who is also my friend, like I'm afraid to get too much. I'm afraid to make too much money, to be honest. Here's the link, love. Right. And that's silly, right? It might be silly for me. It might be silly for others, but I am fruitful. It could be that. I am fruitful. I am fruitful with my relationship with God. I am reconnecting with the Lord. I was in Catholic school for 19 years. And I don't want to say stepped away from the church, because God never really leaves us, and because I had that, I'm like, I did 19 years of all this church. He's with me. I can reach out to him. I pray, but going to church weekly, which was a huge thing when I was growing up. But I did it so much, like growing a kid. I did step away from it, and now because my son, my kids go to a Catholic school, but my son, he's an altar boy, meaning he serves during mass. I'm forced to go back to church, and forced is not a good thing. Like it's a forced and not a bad way, but because I will show up for others, meaning my child. I will show up for others, meaning you here on YouTube on Saturday morning. Indirectly, I'm reconnecting with God, and that happens through my son, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, this is I am worthy, right? I am worthy. I am worthy of God's gifts. Believe me, I'm working on that. I am confident as a CEO. I am a CEO. I'm working on that. Am I confident? Not. I'm working on it. I'm more confident than I was 10 years ago when I started like a small business. Now I've evolved into a bigger business, right? I am attracting high quality business partners. Oh gosh, that is such a true statement for me right now, because I'm learning I am not for everyone. As a recovering people pleaser, I just want to gift everyone things. I want to help everyone. I want to be like, yes, you're right for this. Yes, you're right for this. When the good Lord is trying to say, Rochelle, your word for this year is intentional. You're not intent. Your world is not for everyone. Because when I notice when I invite everyone into my world, I invite the good and the bad. And because I'm such a people pleaser, I treat the good and the bad the same. And I'm learning that that's not fair to the good and the bad person. But more importantly, that's not fair to me, because someone who's so empathetic and someone is such of a giving energy, I will let the bad person, whatever their energy is, consume me, because then it'll be like self-doubt, like I'm not leading that person correctly. Why is it this person not getting the results that they're having, I want them to have? Why am I spending 2 hours on a phone call with them explaining the basics when everything is like online? But because they are just pulling, and I know they probably can tell that they can get this energy from me. It drains me. But here's this person who's the good person, who is self-led, driven, knows to go online for all the resources, and only reaches out to me when a transaction needs to be made or that she needs business support. Like she doesn't get the 2-hour call, or he or she. So I'm learning to attract more high quality business partners. So that's that. I am attracting 10 more wellness businesses to open like a water stations. Okay. If you don't know, my main business is with water. And so I've been pulled in the direction where it's not like one-on-one helping families is great, but I can make a bigger impact by partnering with wellness businesses that already provide services. And I'm just adding this one. I am worthy of helping thousands of families I don't want to say through my water biz, but water. Oh, I'm worthy of helping thousands of family drink better water. I am helping the chronic dehydrated person gets access to better hydrating water. See, again, this is like brain dumping, okay? Eventually you're going to read all this and you're going to refine it to like something, to like your big dominant I am statement. I am learning to love food in a way that nourishes me. I am you guys know I've been not battling, but you guys see me in my up and down with my weight. And this is what society like feeds us, right? Like, oh, you don't look like this image, so you're not right. But after losing mom and me being a nurse of over 20 years, I know what my healthy does not look like your healthy. Okay. Because I see people who are like the fittest. They work out every day. They're on a bike ride, but they have like horrible coronary, meaning heart disease. Okay. I've seen the people who drink, smoke, and just did not lead a healthy life coming in thinking that they may have that big C diagnosis, and they come out and they're perfectly fine. They have clear arteries, no diagnoses. So it's just again, my healthy doesn't look your healthy. So I'm learning, but what I do know for a fact, that what we drink or what we put in, what we eat, what we put into this vessel of this gift that the Lord has given us, does make a huge impact on like the outcome of our health. So I know that with my up and down with my weight and my health, definitely have to do something with the way I eat. And so I'm learning to cook more. I'm learning to put more greens and protein, and yeah. And so, gosh, what I was going out to, like right now, I'm doing intermittent fasting, and I've lost 8 pounds. And I'm loving that. I've done the shortcut. I've done the shot. Over last year, I've done like Weight Watchers meal preps, but again, it got me to my weight goal, but I was not healthy inside. I could not go hikes with my kids because I was just, my cardiovascular, my heart just couldn't keep up because I was skinny, because it was eating all my resources and my muscles. And or because I was taking the shot, I wasn't eating. Yes, Nancy, absolutely. And like I said, society feeds us these things, right? Okay, let's say like there's a heavier set woman come in. Automatically you think, oh, she can't do this, she's unhealthy. But then like at the gym, like there's one woman, she freaking amazes me. Like she's lifting like bigger than some of these guys, So it's just like you can't judge a person by the book of its cover, right? And then here is a lady, she's in her 80s, gray hair. Actually, let me take this back. At the gym, lady, I am doing yoga. I'm learning yoga. One thing about myself, like I want to be more mobile. I am fluid. I am fluid. I love that. I am a body that is fluid and functional, right? Just getting up and down from a seating position from the floor, because that's one thing is falls. Falls is a huge thing when you get older. Then you get your hips and then your knees done, and all that stuff, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe I'm sure you've seen your parents go through it. But so like this lady I'm going through, I do yoga. I did not know she is in her 70s. She is so toned, and not in a tone that's appropriate for her age, right? Yes, there is some sagginess, and that's life. I mean, gosh, you used your body for 7 years. Like it's not meant to be so tight and like pristine, but her skin is great. She may or may have not suffered a stroke, because she does have some like drooping in her body, but that is like, I mean, her face, but that's not stopping her. And I'm just like, holy crap, like she can do this hold where like her legs are over her head, and here I am barely, I mean, in my 40s, and I can barely get them like over my head, and my back is hurting, or like my bottom is so heavy. I'm so bottom heavy that I can't even keep it up. So again, if you looked at us, you would say, hey, I'm younger. She's supposed to be healthier. She's supposed to be more flexible. I'm supposed to be more limber and supposed to be able to hold this position. Yet here's a 70-year-old lady who's totally outdoing me. And that's because she's been doing this for like over 30, like she's been doing it since she's been in her 20s, right? Yoga and Pilates. Yoga is great. Tai Chi is great. I'm learning to learn the simplest forms of movement is what is working. So Tai Chi, look into it. Yoga is very good because we're doing body weight. Absolutely, you can add more weight to it, but you could do it. You could do it, and they have chair yoga too. So sometimes with Pilates, in the gym, the people will bring a chair because maybe they had knee surgery, or maybe they need knee surgery, and so they're not stable. So they have chairs, and they're able to help go with the class. And again, this is like not to. That's what I love about these classes is like, it's not to shame. It's to be like, no, the whole point is to get your body moving. Okay, friends, Nancy, you guys, I can talk. Okay. So step 3, you felt it, right? Your brain changes faster when your emotion is involved. So when I am loved, when I said like I am fluid, when I say I want to attract more people, more qualified business owners, you saw me light up because emotion was evolved in that, right? So don't just write it, like actually experience it, right? So again, if you're here. I know, Nancy, we just talked about this. I don't have your Promptings Journal, or if you're craving a deeper connection through intentional gratitude, and intentional, like I literally send out cards to people, and I'm loving it. It's like my newest way to a therapy. It's a form of therapy, absolutely, because I just love to give, right? I give through my nursing career. I give my care. I give my nurturing touch. I give my talent of, I'm so blessed that I for those who are difficult IV starts, like people who say like I'm a hard stick, you're a girl. Like I don't know how God works through my hands, but I'm able to get these people, right? I'm such a giver. And so like now, how can I broaden that to people, not just who I treat in the hospital or just around me, but like globally, or even just here. Like I'm gonna go send you a card here shortly soon, to Ohio, to Nancy, right? I placed the link in the comments and also in the description. That way, so that's where I personally get mine and how to stay connected through this practice. So for me, this isn't just about journaling. It's about creating intentional moments of connection with others and ourselves. And so again, no pressure. That's why I'm going to be showing up every Saturday as we work through our journal. And if you have an I am statement, look at them. Which one like pulls out? Which one like connects more to you, and that's where it is. Like, so when you believe I am confident, your brain starts collecting these evidences, because it's identity first and then evidence follows, right? So words, identity leads to that action, and that action leads to results. So I wrote, I am loved. I am toned and flexible. I am no longer weighed down by money. I am learning to love myself more deeply. I am worthy of all the money that's flowing to me. I am fruitful with my relationship with God. I am worthy of God's gifts. I am a confident CEO. I am attracting high quality business partners. I am attracting 10 more wellness businesses to open their water refill stations. I am worthy of helping thousands of families drink better water. I am helping the chronically dehydrated person get access to better hydration through this water. I am learning to love food in a way that nourishes me. I am, I am, oh, I am more fluid and functional. I am a body. I am a body that is more fluid and functional. So I think with me, which one that like really, really pulled out to me is one, I am learning to love food in a way that nourishes me. Um I know I am worthy of God's gifts, but I limit myself to be like, no, give others. Like you've given me too much, Lord. Like, let's spread the love. But like I need to reframe that. Like he's giving me these gifts, like so that I can make a bigger impact on more people. So for instance, he's given me the gift of being an Ivy like sharpshooter, and I literally help every time I'm at work. I help at least 2 or 3 people um, with less pain, because those people get poked so many times, and here I am, I'm able to do it in one. So I give them that gift of relief. I give them that gift of like hope, like wow, there is someone out there who is really good at what they do. Maybe I am not a heart stick. I give them that relief of like that anxiety. They get so much anxiety because they know they're going to get poked at least 10 times, and I'm giving them that gift of relief. So when I say I am worthy of God's gifts, I need to reframe that, and like I am worthy of continually accepting God's gifts, because it's going to come in. I love I also want, I am no longer weighed down by money. I told you, like, I'm afraid to make more money. More money, more problems, right? There's a society phrase, but then I am of a good person and I do good with my money, right? Like I donate, I I empower other women or other men, through my businesses. And I give so much gifts. If you were with me with my bag company, oh, wow, how many freebie giveaways that I give. And to be honest, I did put myself in a little debt because of that. But because I was just such of a giving person and I wanted to reach ranks, that didn't matter to me, right? Because money is energy, and I'm learning that. So those are like my 2 big I am statements. If you have any, definitely share some, okay? And then I encourage you, this is like a daily method. If you don't have your journal yet, or if you want to like walk away like, okay, I don't have my journal, but I want to do something now, Rochelle, I encourage you to do this. It's called the 3x3 Identity Reset. Every morning, every evening, you decide where it works for you. I've done it in the morning. I've done it in the evening. You either want to start or end your day, reflecting, or you can start your day in momentum. For me, I like it at the end of the day, because I can look back and see the gifts that God's given me for the day, and or I go to sleep with my mind at ease, so that when I wake up in the morning, I'm in a positive mindset. So you're going to write 3 I am statements. You're going to read them 3 times. Okay. And it takes 30 seconds, because I want you to at least feel them for at least 30 seconds. Can you do that? Give me a 1 if you can do that, because consistency creates transformation. All right. It's not in having the perfect journal, perfect sentence. It's inconsistency. If you guys know, I'm such a freaking consistency queen. Growth happens through consistency. Discipline happens through consistency. Results, changes happen through consistency. It's in these small actions. 30 seconds. I'm asking you 30 seconds, maybe a minute, right? 30 seconds to write your three I am statements, 3 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds to write and read out your 3 I am statements, and 30 seconds to feel them. I know you can do that. Yes, Nancy, tell me how it goes, okay? And then so just a closing, as we close this out, just know the words you speak today introduce the person you become tomorrow, right? I don't know about you, but after doing this, I feel tingles. I feel so blessed. My mind, my soul, my body is like, I am open. I am worthy of all the gifts the Lord is giving me. Because I told you that's one thing that I'm trying, because that links with like I am trying to love myself more deeply. I don't know why I restrict. I do know why, but that's for a different show. But I already feel like whatever's coming through. I have a business meeting today, actually, with a potential business partner and a business. Yesterday, I was, like I said, I wasn't feeling very well because it was going in a direction that I didn't imagine, or I'm like, do I even want this? Like this sounds messy. This is so complicated. But now after sitting here, I'm like, maybe this is what God's Maybe God's presenting it to me this way because I'm supposed to learn something. This is the blessing he wants me to give it to you because he knows I can handle these messy situations and I can see it from the top, clean it out, and create a path that's clean and aligned for me, my future business partner. And it's a bagel shop. And let's see how it goes. Maybe I'm gonna water and bagels. That's what it is. So I'm gonna walk away. So thank you for this. Like I'm telling you, this is a gift. I hope I've given you a gift for today. You are allowed to redefine yourself at any moment, and let that moment start today. This moment, and or like just light that spark. Okay, so speak life over yourself this week. I encourage you because I am is very, very powerful. I'll see you guys next week and on the next video. Thank you, Nancy. Ta-ta for now. Nancy, you're going to get some happy mail. Take care. Oh, I forgot. Subscribe and check out the playlist if you missed the other the journaling. And next week we're going to talk about lesson 3. Lesson 3 is let's see. Lesson 3 is about connect with abundance. Come on, y'all. Come on. This journal, it just keeps giving. Oh, and it's such alignment. All right, take care now. Love ya.